wouldn't put no one above you. Yeah. That should never ever worry you. That should never ever worry you. Always gotta stay 100 and true. The only time I lie is when I lie with you. Put my pride to the side and then I slide with you. I'm just being true.
What's going on, Soldier fam? If you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below, turn on our post notifications so that you're notified when we upload a new video. What? She said. Yes, so today's video, some of you guys have been requesting this video, so this is why we're gonna do it. So we're gonna talk about the reason why we moved to LA.
Yeah. So this is just gonna be a little informative video about what made us move all the way from the East Coast to LA.
Yes, and there are several reasons. We're gonna get into, you know, kind of somewhat specific as to why we moved.
Like personally why we moved, and then like in general, like why.
And just like moving tips in general.
Yeah.
Like what people don't tell you about moving when you actually move. So stay tuned. Let's talk about like a little background of where we were living, what was wrong with where we were living. Okay, so both Soy and I went to school in Connecticut.
As you know, and if you don't know, you can go back to the How We Met video.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it there. Yeah, because we met in school in Connecticut.
Yeah. So I think we talked about it in the How We Met video. If you haven't already, go look at that video.
Yeah. So we were living in Connecticut because that's why I was getting my master's degree, and I think we lived there for like a year or so after I got my master's.
Yeah, because I graduated in 2015.
Yeah.
So, yeah, about a year.
About a year or so.
Yeah.
After.
Wow,
it did feel like long, but about a year or so.
We were in school all that time.
Yeah.
So we lived there then too.
After I finished my degree, and there was just so much that we were unhappy about in our current situation. One, I'll start and then so I can chime in. For me, one, I was very stagnant in my job. There was not much opportunity for growth. The state of Connecticut was having like a hiring freeze. Like if you work for the state, they were pretty much laying everybody off. Like I didn't get laid off per se, but because I wasn't working for the state, but I wanted a state job, and if I could get a state job, then maybe I would have stayed there. But there was no opportunity to get a state job because they were just laying everybody off, which is like, okay, well, I don't know when they're going to like when the freeze is going to be over, and when the freeze is over, they're just going to hire everybody back that they laid off that already worked there. So that's number one thing, is I was very stagnant in my job.
So number one thing for me, I think, is just you have to have like peace of mind when you're like when you're away from work. You have to like enjoy where you live. You have to enjoy being able to go out and do things. And I feel like Connecticut, no shade to Connecticut or anyone that lives in Connecticut, but it just wasn't for us. It wasn't aligning with what we wanted to do, you know, our lifestyle, just things like that. Like we just didn't really see ourselves staying there long term. So but the number one thing for me is more so like just the lifestyle. It's just a little different.
There wasn't like we never went out. Anytime we went out, we went back home, which is to New York.
Yeah, that was really,
you know, that's where we mainly partied at anyway.
I will say Connecticut was conveniently located to a lot of other places. Like you can go to Boston really quick, you can go to New York, you can go to Philly, you can go to all these different spots. Like if you're based in like, Connecticut or like, you know, the Northeast. So that was convenient in that sense. But as far as like,
there wasn't really much to do, and we're like,
we just had to take a look at, you know, ourselves and where we're at and figure out what we could change, what variables could change out of it. So, you know, that's what we decided to do. We decided to actively make a change.
Right.
You're all probably still wondering, well, how did you end up coming to LA? How did you end up in LA? So I got offered a job in LA. That's really it.
Yeah. Like, it's that simple.
That was the only way for us to get out here. Yeah. We had to think about it because at that point in time, like we weren't sure if it would make sense financially for us to just uplift our entire lives and move 3,000 miles away. So we decided to do it.
And you really just have to, like, if you're in a partnership, it could be really difficult if only one person is working and the other person is not. You know, we were here in a new city that, you know, I didn't know pretty much anyone besides my cousin. And just being at home, like, grind mode, like, okay, I have to find a job, I have to find a job. Like, it's scary, you know? Like,
It's scary.
the best part of my day is when, like, she would come home from work. So I was just like, you know, I just been sitting there, you know, I would try to get out and go about and things like that. But, like, it was a really hard time. Like, you know, trying to find a job and get back on my feet and things like that. So, yeah.
And it was a lot. I told her, I was like, listen, if you feel like this LA move is not gonna be a step up for your career, like if you don't think you can do better by being out here, then let me know. Because again, it's a partnership. It's not about me. It's not solely about her. And I said, no, this is gonna be a good move for me career-wise. If I take this job, this is gonna, you know, bring me on a different level. So it makes sense for me, and I definitely want to pursue this opportunity. But we're in this together. If this isn't gonna be something that you can see yourself, you know, gaining exposure or experience from, then let me know. Because then at the end of the day, we're not gonna make that move. Like, that's as simple as that. Like, it's not, we're not selfish in this relationship. It's not about me. It's not about, it's literally a partnership. So we talked about it. Like, we literally had like, what, 2 months prior to moving to really fully discuss everything. And we were just like putting all, you know, all possibilities on the table so that we can really take a look at it and figure out if it made sense. It's really all it is. You have to just make a calculated decision and make sure that it makes sense.
Yeah. And, you know, to take away from this entire video, why we came on here to talk about why we moved to LA, it's just basically to let people know that you're not alone. Like, you know, we have done it. I'm sure other people have done it. So you like, hopefully people can relate to us with our situation about moving across the country. It's not all glitz and glam. It's not all perfect, but it's like, you know, if it's a good decision for you, you'll notice that when you move. And I will say, like, moving to LA was one of the best things that we have done in our, you know, in our relationship.
Yeah,
It was a really, like, I don't know, we just have done so much by being here in the 2 years that we have been here versus the time that we were on the East Coast. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, it's really all about, you know, making memories and being able to have experiences that you never want to forget. It's like, you know, when you can do all these different things, it just makes wherever you live that much more fun and that much, it's just nicer. Yeah. I will say, and this is gonna happen to anyone no matter where you move, you're gonna miss something about back home. You're always gonna miss something about back home. It's okay. That doesn't mean you hate where you live. That doesn't mean you're not happy. It just means that, you know, there's certain things that you can only get in certain places. Like, I love Christmas time. It's my favorite holiday. And I miss snow around Christmas.
So, we are going back home this Christmas, which we are so excited about. We'll be taking you guys with us. You know, I'm just really, really happy that we decided that we're gonna go home this Christmas.
Yeah.
Spend time with our families. Hopefully, New York will have a white Christmas this year. That would be like amazing.
I'm coming. It better have one.
Like, that would be amazing. So, yeah. So, just basically, you know, the top thing is, you want to make sure that you talk about it. You do your research as to where you're moving, the cost of living. Think about what's going to change. You have to think about what's going to change from your current situation to your new situation. You can't, unless you're moving somewhere that's not that far from where you currently live.
Or somewhere that's comparable.
Yes.
Like, I don't know, if you live in maybe Arizona, you want to move to Texas, I mean,
Yeah.
not too much difference.
But if you move different coasts, it's different. Like, it will be different financially, socially, career-wise. It's just going to be a different change, like a different venue. That's just what it's going to be. But yeah, so that's pretty much the truth about why we moved to LA. You know,
everybody asked us, you know, from the beginning, like, why LA? Why'd you move to LA? How come? Like, why LA? Something about it just resonated with me. I don't know, y'all. Honestly, we didn't know whether we were gonna like this or hate it. People, you know, were telling us when we were moving, like, oh, y'all are crazy. Like, what if y'all hate it? We're like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, there are things I dislike about LA. The traffic.
That was not planned. That's just under my skin.
That goes to show you how bad LA traffic is. If that's the number one thing we said, that's hilarious.
Traffic.
The traffic in LA makes my skin crawl. Like, it makes my skin crawl.
But that's for a separate video. We're gonna do we're gonna do the truth about LA in a different video.
Yeah.
Because it's not all Hollywood and glitz and glam.
We'll tell you, this video was more so why we moved to LA, and then we'll do another video about living in LA.
The truth about living in LA, y'all.
Yes,
that's a different video.
That is a whole different video.
Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that truth about LA video. I know some of y'all like, I can't wait to move to LA or something like that.
We're gonna tell you the real truth about living in LA.
Go ahead and comment down below if you're excited to see that video.
Yes, and give this video a thumbs up, you know. I think that's pretty much it. I think we touched upon everything.
Comment down below if you have any other questions for us. Honestly,
Yeah.
We'll answer your questions in the comments pertaining to this video.
Yes.
So let us know if we didn't answer anything, or y'all are still kind of like, well, I don't really get why still. Let us know. Ask.
So stay tuned.
Or wait. Oh god.
It's so This week's super subby shout out goes to Nator
Aliana.
Aliana? Okay, Nator Aliana.
Alright, shout out to you, Aliana. Thank you for watching, subscribing. Thank you for leaving a supportive and positive comment on our last video. As always, you know we love you. Thank you for being part of the Soldier fam.
Yes, so if you want a chance to be a part of next week's super subby shout out, comment down below something positive about this video.
Okay.
Make sure you hit that like button.
Alright.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel and then turn on the post notifications.
It's so simple. That's
Yes.
it.
So, yeah, we have some good content coming for you guys. So stay tuned for next week's